Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, Noodle here, and we're back in Testificadia, and back to our story on how I met baby girl. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put oh shit, I don't really have that much. I have a lot of this here. I'm gonna go ahead and make this into the stone that we're using. That's fine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and store all of this stuff here because this is unnecessary. Look at all this shit. Like, what the fuck? Wool, don't need that. Don't need to carry the glass with me. I don't really need all this wood here. I'll go ahead and store it in there for now. That should be fine. That'd be okay. I also need to get some more tools because my tools are getting a bit fucked up. So let's go ahead and make some more tools. Do I have iron? I thought I had a bunch of iron. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make me some iron tools because I'm kind of blowing through these stone tools really fast. Okay, I'm gonna need an axe. So I'll go ahead and get that. I'm going to need a pick. Go ahead and need that. I'm also going to go ahead and need a sword as well. So there we go. Sword. There. That's good. Oh, chiefs. And I'm also going to need shovels because I always need fucking shovels. But I never make iron shovels. I'll make a diamond shovel every now and then. But I usually just stick with stone shovels because the durability is basically the fucking same thing. And this is just a lot cheaper to make. And let's be honest, shovels, they only have like one speed of digging, and that's usually pretty fast. So there's no need to, oh shit. There's no need to completely stock up on that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the gravel with me. Keep this. I don't need this. I'll keep this with me in case I need torches. I'm not gonna need a furnace. That's not necessary. And I guess I'll go ahead and eat these chickens when I get a chance to. Okay, here we go. Oh look, the sun's coming up. This is gonna be perfect. This fucking house. Look at this shit. This is the library. Is it? I thought the library was back here. I thought this was the library. We may have to move the library. Oh, how cool would that be? Oh, look at that. We could have like a giant library. Like, it's huge. Like, you can have like ladders going up. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. That'd be swell. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just... This really isn't tall enough to make a 2-story building, I don't think. Nah. I mean, it is, but it's not. So I think what we'll do is I'll just make a giant fucking library, like a big tall library. Oh, that'll be nice. And then this is another one of those weird like triangle buildings, but I think we can go ahead and use this as, oh shit, as a guard tower and as passage to the farms in the back. Yeah, this could be like a way station, I guess, to get to the farms. That'll be good. Hello, Testificate. How are you doing? Good day. I haven't seen Maxwell House in a while. I wonder how he's doing. Oh, he's in my house. Son of a bitch. All right. So where was I? I was getting out of the military. Okay, so I was getting out of the military. And here's the thing that fucking kills me. Any of you guys out there or girls out there who have problems finding love, especially if you're younger, the main advice that you always hear is, well, you have to love yourself first. You should love yourself first before, somebody's going to love you. I used to fucking hate when people said that. I used to hate that. I used to hate, don't worry about it. It'll happen. You just have to be patient. I used to fucking hate that as well. Because at this point, I'm already like in my mid-20s. Mid-20s, people. And I still haven't had a girlfriend. Like a real girlfriend. It was pretty fucking terrible. I was just super depressed all the time. And when I got out of the military, it was a scary transition. It really was. Because I transitioned from being in the military to being a civilian. I had no job. I had no means of supporting myself. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was uneducated, realistically. I didn't go to college, at least not yet. And it was just... I was basically fucking terrified, kinda. And it was pretty bad. I ended up going home, moving into an apartment by myself. It was like a little 1-bedroom apartment. It was just cheap. It was basically the fucking cheapest place I can find to live. It was okay, though. And it was just really fucking depressing. And I was sitting in my room, and this is like about the time when I started kind of recording my first videos. And how would I put this? So it was just kind of I don't know, it was just really fucking sad and depressing. And I was sitting in my room and I was like, you know what, I could spend the rest of my life hiding away, or I can go be the person I've always wanted to be and actually express myself how I want to express myself. Because in the military, you're kind of surrounded by this idea of machoism and being a manly man and always doing like what you have to in order to keep appearances up. And then even before, when I was living with my parents had this preconceived notion of how a person should be. And like, even though I was sort of goth and kind of dark, I never got to wear like the clothes that I wanted to wear because my mom would just sit there and make fun of me or judge me or whatever. And it was really just sort of like this lack of self-expression. And I figured, fuck it, man. I don't hardly ever talk to my family. Not that I don't like my family. I love my family. It's just I'm not one for talking a lot to them. But it was like one of those, I'm on my own. I'm still relatively young, so fuck it, man. I don't give a shit what anybody says about me. I'm going to go be who I want to be. I'm going to go wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. No one can stop me. I'm a bachelor, and I'm treating it like I'm a goddamn prisoner in my house, and I wasn't going out and living life. Now, that doesn't mean I went out and hit the clubs. I fucking hate clubs. I think they're fucking retarded. It's just a waste of money. It's a waste of time. So I ended up looking up recreational activities, and it was a club that I decided that I was going to join. It was for people who had alternative interests in sexuality, and it wasn't like a gay club. I'm not gay, obviously. I'm with baby girl, but it was just people who were not confined by the restrictions of having a vanilla relationship. If I have to go into any more detail than this, then it's going to flat out tell you what kind of club it is, and then you probably shouldn't know what it is. If you're kind of like, zombie, I didn't know you were like that, then there's no need for me to say what kind of organization it was. I'm not going to name the organization, where we meet, or have met before, or anything like that, for the sake of not all people want to have their name fucking blasted out like that. That it's definitely one of those things where it's not for me to say. But what I will say is that everybody there was really friendly. They were really open-minded. I've never had any kind of harsh criticism or negative kind of context with them. And there was a few things that crossed the line a few times that I should have just spoken up, and it was lesson learned. My bad, my fault. But I was able to express myself in a way that I've never been able to express myself. Oh, there's a sheep! What are you doing up there, sheep? You're not supposed to be in a tree. What are you doing, weirdo? So I was able to like just express myself and be who the fuck I wanted to be. I wasn't worried about being in a relationship. I was just having fun, just being me. And it was ironic that at the point where I stopped hating myself and I started to love who I am as a person was the time that baby girl popped into my life. Apparently she had been a member of this organization, had moved out because of her marriage, and she had just recently gotten back into town, went to a meeting, and that's where we had met. And she actually came up to me and said, "I think you're cute." And she giggled. And it wasn't like, "I think you're cute," fucking loser. Like she was like, "Cute," and she giggled. I didn't know how to respond. Nobody, not in my entire fucking life had anybody had ever came up to me in the context of a really cute girl and been like, "Oh, you're cute. I like you." Never. I'd always bitched that why did the guy have to do that? Why couldn't a girl fucking do that for once? And here it was. She fucking did it to me. And I was speechless. I didn't know what to fucking say. I was sitting there like a double fucking drooly stoop. Like, wondering to myself what the fuck I'm supposed to do next. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't even get her name. She just kind of wandered away awkwardly because I just kind of sat there and didn't do anything. I was, for all intents and purposes, scared out of my fucking mind because I had no idea what to do. It was really cute, I guess. And so, anyway, I ended up looking up her profile on a social website, and I kind of guessed it was her because the hair color kind of matched, and I was kind of stupefied, and it kind of looked like her, but none of her pictures really had her face in it, so it was kind of really hard for me to determine. And so I just shot in the dark, and I was like, "I think you were the person that talked to me at our group meeting, and I just wanted to say that you're cute too." And that's how things hit it off, and it just became natural. We became really good friends, like almost instantaneously. We went out to the mall. I met the kids, and that's where we started learning about her entire marriage situation and how bad it was. And then I actually got to meet her now ex-husband. Congratulations, baby girl, on getting divorced. Yay, finally. And it was just crazy how all of a sudden, in like the flash of like a month or two, my life was turned upside down, and all of a sudden I'm a dad and I'm a role model to kids. And it was just like, whoa, like it happened really fast, like crazy fast, like so fast that when my parents first found out about her, they were like, they thought that she was like trying to use me for my money and try to take advantage of me. And like, like seriously, like in hindsight, like it did look like that. It really did. Thankfully it was not like that. But I could see how the perception was laid. But I did do something really smart, that I do recommend for everybody to do. Everybody. And I mean fucking everybody. I'm talking girls, guys. Doesn't matter if you're fucking 12 years old or if you're fucking 80. Keep this in the back of your mind. When you find somebody that you really like and you're like, oh man, I think I love this person. And I'm not going to sit here and lecture. I think I've already covered this, but I'm not going to lecture people about how kids like don't know what love is. You do know. You just don't understand the differences between the two. Differences between different variations of love. There's a love of being in love, and then there's an actual love. And there's a whole conversation that we can have another time. But I'm never going to say that the feelings that you have is not love. What I am going to say, though, is that... did I just come the long way? I think I could have just came this way. That's fine. What I am going to say is that what you should do is when you find somebody that you really love, I want you to go out with your friends, your real friends, like the guys and girls who will be there for you thick and thin. Take the person you love with you and just let them talk. Let them talk with your friends. Let them have fun with your friends. Whatever. Then, later, much later, when you are away from the person you love, when you are far away from them, and like they are nowhere near you and it's not like immediately after the social situation, I want you to look at your friends and say something along the lines of, so honestly, what did you think about her? Your real friends will tell you, dude, she's pretty fucking awesome. Or, dude, I don't want to be mean, but when you hear that, don't take offense. Don't be like closed-minded. Be like, they don't know what they're fucking talking about. They see, they don't see what I see. You're right. They don't see what you see. And what I've learned over all these years is that love is blind. Completely blind. Like, you think that you love somebody and you love the way they do things, but then you're blind to the aspect that there's a lot of things that they do that realistically are annoying or are fucking retarded, and you tend to overlook them because you're in love with them. But your friends who are not in love with them don't overlook them, and they often know you better than you know yourself. So if your friend comes up to you and is like, dude, your fucking girl is trouble, man, you need to do something about that. I don't care how much you love her. Let her go, dude. Let her go. It will save you years of fucking heartache and torment, and possibly save friendships that would be torn apart in the aspect. I did that with baby girl. I introduced her to fucking Danny and to our friend Izzy, who in our very early series, you would know him as L'Oreal Aileron. I can't believe I remember that name. Jesus Christ. They met her and they interacted with her and we all went out, and they all said the same thing. Dude, if you don't fucking get with this girl, you are retarded. That's probably the best thing that your friends could ever say to you, especially when they're meeting a potential mate of yours. I introduced her to my family. My entire family loved her to death. They did not like her ex-husband at all, but they loved her to death. And that's what was important, is that the people who were important to me, they didn't fake like her. They legitimately liked her. And that is huge. That's fucking monumentous. So there you go. Pro tip: if you ever need to verify whether somebody that you love is actually fucking awesome for you, you should really introduce them to those people who you care about the most. Let them be the judge, and then don't just blow off what they say. Realistically, listen to what they have to say. I have a friend of mine, Leonard, who got into a really bad relationship. I'm talking like fucking terrible. I think we also cover this in either Crusoe Island or Castaway or something like that. Yeah, his life was completely fucked because he didn't listen to his friends. And we weren't being vengeful. We weren't being mean. We were telling him the honest truth, and he couldn't take it. He was blinded by love, and it cost him everything. So just a word to the wise, dude, just listen to your fucking friends on this one. I don't often say listen to other people, but in this aspect, you really should. Because like I said, you're blinded by an emotion, and they are not. All right, so I think I've already designated that I'm going to go ahead and start working on this library. And look at this. We went ahead and knocked down all of this, and this is great. This is good because then this house is now even, which is great because then we can go ahead and just tear this up, and it's no longer needed. No longer. Nice. I'm also going to go ahead and light up this back area here so skeletons and zombies and stuff don't spawn back here. That's fine. That's fine. Look at that. That's really nice. Okay. Look at that. And we're still lighting up our town very nicely. I'll just put a light out here. There we go. What else is there? There's just working on that, I guess. I'm going to have to figure out this fucking road here. This is really, really shitty. Now, here's the thing. I could, and I probably will, bring this building up and then drop this road down by 1. And then just flatten this out and make this a road, like so. That way, this building is flush with the ground. I don't really have to move it. We can make this a house. We can probably build another house over here. We can keep the road flush. And we can go ahead and drop down this entire area by 1. It'll make this library even bigger. And if we do that, then we can actually have 2 stories like we have with the other one. And I think that'd be cool. A 2-story library. Like maybe like have like 1 story and then like a half story. So that way like you can like climb ladders and stuff to get to the top. Like really tall bookshelves. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I think that'll be nice. I think we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and start digging. So yeah, that's how me and baby girl met, and we have been together for several years now. Like you guys know, we have our own baby girl together. She finally got divorced, which is awesome. Which means that we're kind of engaged, although I haven't like properly like bent on one knee and given her a ring. Wiccans don't really do that. I'm Wiccan, by the way, if you didn't know. But, I mean, it's tradition, so I kind of do want to do that. She's kind of sleeping behind me, so I don't want to be too loud. But I want it to be something special, at least special for us. I was thinking about doing the cliche, like, taking her to a ball game and having it, like, on the Jumbotron. But, I mean, knowing her, she would say yes, obviously, and she would be kind of emotional. But I think it would lose that emotional impact as if it wasn't just, like, a little intimate moment between us. So yeah, we've already started planning our wedding, at least vague, rough ideas on how we want to do things, and receptions. We kind of want to have an Alice in Wonderland themed reception, which I think will be kind of cool. We can have a lot of cool party games and stuff like that. Not like lame-o party games, but like really cool ones. Like we were thinking about one that she walks in and on all the tables in the reception are like bouquets of these beautiful fake white roses, and they're going to be fake. Trust me, they're going to be fucking fake. But like these white roses that are fake. And she walks in and she's like, what the hell? Why are all the roses red? I thought we ordered red roses. And I was like, well, there was a mix-up in the order, you know, and it's fine, baby. And she's like, no, I want fucking red roses. And when I come back, I'm going to have red roses because I'm the bride and blah, blah, blah. Like, she throws a fucking bridezilla tantrum. So she leaves the room for, like, X amount of time, like 10 minutes. And every table will have a can of, like, red paint along with, like, a big paintbrush, like the kind that you would, like, paint your wall with. Not the rolly kind, but, like, the big, like, brush kind. And the party guests are going to have to paint the roses red. And like the rules are like you have to use the paintbrush. You can't dip the flowers into the paint. Like you have to paint the flowers, and then each table when she comes back will submit their flowers to her, and she will pick like the best painted flowers out of everybody, like with the least amount of paint spilled, or like dripping onto like the stems and stuff like that. And then, those guests will then get like a party favor or something like that, like a parting gift. And we're also thinking about having a hookah in the center of each of the tables, since I like smoking hookah. And that's what the caterpillars smoke. And that could be like a big party favor because, some people like they take the decorations and stuff in the wedding. I don't know why, but they're very pretty. And that could be something that the table can fight over and being like, okay, who wants the hookah? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be anything big. And then they can like light it in the reception hall. Oh, that would be fucking sweet. So yeah, we are very happily together. For us and for her being my third girlfriend, like I can be with her for the rest of my life, and I would be fine. We've had disagreements. We've never had an argument. We've never had a fight. Knock on wood, that continues. But I don't really ever see us getting into that kind of situation. We're really kind of mellow. But I guess that's about it, man. There goes your answer, Mr. Random YouTuber who asked me to say this, and I completely forgot your name. Don't unsubscribe. I'm fucking terrible about names. You guys should know this by now. But yeah, so there we go. That was my story. I guess that's my life story. Jesus Christ. And then like how I met baby girl. So there we go. Now I'm gonna have to like try to figure out something else to fucking talk about. Some of you are out there bitching about the fucking SimCity series, about how it needs to come back. Yes, I am quite aware. It's going on the schedule, ASAP. I just need to find time to fucking record it. I really do. I've lost a little steam because I haven't played SimCity in a while, since the last time I recorded my sessions, just because I was getting busy and swarmed and just kind of overwhelmed with the schedule and having to deal with the misfits. But trust me, it's getting back on there. I love SimCity, and especially now that they have single player SimCity. Oh my god, it's going down. But yeah, that series will be coming back very, very soon, and not like very, very soon in the next few months, but like very, very soon. Like it probably is already being put out before you guys even see this video. What else is there? We started The Sims Misfit Hunger Games. I hope you guys are enjoying that as it's going. I think the first episode may have already gotten put out. It should have been already put out. And yeah, I think that's it. Baby girl is still going strong with her page. She's starting to put out more videos now. I think she got another Gunman Clive. I think she's got. I know we recorded a whole bunch of sessions together on Maya Her Island. So yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. And we did fairly well. We ended up flattening the ground, and I think it's about time we say bye-bye. When we come back, I'm going to go ahead and start... when we come back, I'm going to go ahead and start tearing out the entire bottom of this. We're going to go ahead and start actually laying down the foundations and the stonework for this building. Once this building is all fucking sorted out, then we can go ahead and start worrying about the road situation. Once the road's sorted out, then we'll go ahead and raise the guard shack up. And then Maxwell House will no longer be the priest or the publisher. He will have his own guard shack, and Maxwell House can then be promoted to guard. Would he be promoted to a guard, or would he be demoted to a guard? I mean, he is a publisher. I don't know. No, you see all these specifics are like, I don't know about this. This looks fucking sloppy. Where's the road? We don't even have a road anymore. What the fuck is this guy doing? Calm the fuck down. Who are you? Oh, you want gold, huh? What are you, a fucking Hasidic gold merchant? Get the fuck out of here. Who are you? Oh, you're the fucking glowstone vendor. Fuck you, man. Goddamn glowstone. I'm not buying your goddamn glowstone, at least not yet. We could probably use glowstone to make like lamps and stuff. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for joining me. Oh, fucking wizard. God damn it. Get out of here, Merlin. How you doing, Maxwell House? You're Maxwell House, right? Oh, no, you're not Maxwell House. You're the librarian. Look at you. Or are you like the IKEA man? You're like selling me furniture and shit. Where the hell's Maxwell House? We need to find Maxwell House before we leave. We need Maxwell House to say bye-bye to everybody. Is this you, Maxwell? Yeah, it is. All right, Maxwell. Say bye-bye to everybody. All right, have a nice night, everybody, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.